We are heads up at the PokerHeaven.com Fast and Furious Challenge, and it could not be much closer between Ian Hope and Paul Sandels. There is our chip leader. He has 12,200 chips, but the man next to him, Ian Hope, 11,800. Roy, it really is anyone's game now.
Yeah, but I think I fancy Ian Hope. He's shown more aggression. Paul Sandels has sat back and waited for hands to arrive. He's not used his button very well indeed. And when it comes to aggression, well, Ian Hope has the moral victory, and I think he might well be able to kick this one home on the back of that.
A nice handshake there, although Ian Hope clearly had the strength to crush every finger that Paul Sandels possesses. Seems to have left him with a couple to put chips in. Just two players now. There is no escaping the blind. You will have money in every pot. So this is where aggression really comes into play. And it is Paul on the button.
Call. Any raise?
10-5. And he's walked into a suited ace.
Yeah, this is the contrast in playing styles. Paul likes to see flops.
Pass.
Ian thinks are a whole lot of hassle and likes to raise pre-flop.
Well, he is now our chip leader. That's how quickly it can change.
3-2.
The cards are out there. Paul Sandels has got a Queen-9 on the button. A good hand heads up.
Call.
He flat calls and allows Ian Hope to see a flop with a suited 9-3 in clubs. Now that could be expensive.
2, 3,
wow.
Jack.
There is your 3. And Ian Hope knows that a pair is good heads up.
24.
And that could be too expensive
24.
once again. Sandels counting out what looks to be a call. Or is it a raise?
Well, it's a raise or a pass. Surely.
A raise.
Well, we said he lacked aggression.
More.
That is a super re-raise.
Yeah, he lacks aggression pre-flop. That's where his game is flawed. But beyond that, he's got some moves, he's got some gears.
Huge pot. Only about 15 seconds left for the tough man from Essex to make this decision. He can't like his 3 now with that jack on the board. And he passes. Well played, Paul Sandels. He's now our chip leader again. It's yo-yoing. This is the PokerHeaven.com Fast and Furious Challenge, and it will not get faster than this. Only 2 players left. They both have money in every pot, and aggression is really the key here, Roy.
15 more. Paul Sandels eventually
12 more.
musters a pre-flop raise.
Cool.
Ian Hope, he doesn't want to fold heads up. He'll have a look at a flop, no matter how raggy his hands are. And with a 9-4 of diamonds, he's going to need to see,
8,
well,
9,
there's
8.
one of them, a 9.
It's good and bad for him because
3,000.
he's flopped his 9, but the ace could be a problem. It was raised pre-flop. But how right he is, because Paul Sandels has absolutely none of that.
Well, can Sandels muster an over-the-top raise? He cannot. So the chips are heading east.
East to Romford, or east to the East End.
Ian Hope has the button.
Cool.
He doesn't like folding heads up, and with Queen 4 suited.
Now this is interesting. 2 sizable hands.
9.
And something for everyone.
They have both got a piece of that, but it's a very quick bet.
And this time Ian Hope is betting with the best of it by some way.
Paul Sandels is reaching for chips.
Well,
he may like his 9.
I think he thinks if Ian Hope had a queen, he wouldn't come out betting.
Now,
2. Check or bet?
That 2
Check.
gives a club draw to Ian Hope. So his hand just got better. It's all in from Ian Hope with the flush draw. Sandels with only a 9.
He's thinking, you come out betting. I don't suspect you've got a queen, and now a two's come, changed nothing.
Call.
He calls!
He does not put him on what he has got, and that is a pair of queens.
He is in big trouble. He needs to see a 9 or a king. We've seen a lucky river card before. Will we see another? Only one card. It's a club. It's a flush for Ian Hope, and he has won.
Well, one of the rare occasions that Ian Hope comes out betting with the best of it and a sizable top pair, and Paul Sandals simply did not believe, and he shot himself clean in the foot and limps out of the studio, dejected and rejected.
Well, a happy face on Ian Hope, and why not? He has made his flush to dispatch Robert Sandals, and it seemed to me, Roy, that Sandals just got tired of believing that Ian Hope had a hand.
Well, he was right in suspecting this guy made a lot of moves. Unfortunately, he was wrong in suspecting this was one of them. He did not put his opponent on a queen at the outset. The 2 of clubs on the turn gave Ian Hope a flush draw. It got better and better. By the time the money went in, the outcome was another club on the end, and a flush is going to beat king high every time.
So our 4 heats are completed, and Team Poker Heaven have an unassailable lead at the top. With only 5 points available for a win, nobody can catch them. And with 2 impressive heat winners, they'll also have 2 players at the grand final, taking on a representative from Team Celeb Poker and IPN.
I felt I was getting bullied a little bit towards the end there. Unfortunately, he had a hand. That's the way it goes. The team's done fantastically well. We've won the team event, so I think that's the main goal. Of course, it would have been nice to have won the heat as well.
Over the moon, yeah. Strong field, I thought. You know, when I sat down, I knew the guy next to me was a half-decent player. And the 2 guys at the end, they had a little bit of banter going on. And I sort of thought to myself, I'm going to let them blow each other out, you know, and I just wanted to sit there and suss the guys out. And to be honest with you, I'm not jogging backwards, but I weren't worried about those 2. It was the guy sitting next to me, Paul, who was in the final. But yeah, very, very happy with that. Yeah, really good.